I've avoided this for a few different reasons. They are finally talking about they got it to work because they showed it working crossplay, which means, well, a lot of different questions have come to light about this. Main one for me was exactly how we started this. Orbiters. Because each orbiter is different and has different levels of noggles and everything else on there. But before we get into this, let's just go back to TennoCon, shall we? Because if we actually come here, it says crossplay and cross-save, which means the Opal, Obsidian, PC, yeah, PC has always lacked in this, and I don't care what anybody says, but Switch has the Opal, then PlayStation has Obsidian, Xbox has Jade, and PC has Excalibur. Kind of upsetting there, but oh, that's going to go down well. That's going to go down really well. They did announce... Why is that so loud? Then there was the little teaser. Play anywhere. And then they kind of... You already know it's a thing by this point. Opal Loki, Obsidian Ivara. And this is where PC lacks a lot. Because you've got Jade Rhino and then... bleh, Excalibur. Bleh. Nothing special about PC whatsoever. Because console has so many different custom to console skins. What's going to happen to those? Doesn't really say. But play anywhere with anyone. And then you have the red, blue, meh, and green. Actually, all 4 ships? Is that all 4 ships? It looks like it. What is that one on the left, though? It looks like a bird. And for those asking, yes, I know what the ships are, but that one on the left, it's clearly this. But it looks like a bird with feathers on the back. But where's the one of these that matches that skin? Oh, I bet you any money it's a Switch skin, isn't it? So will that be coming to PC? No idea. Also, there's 5 landing crafts. 5, yeah. 5 Lisettes. No, they're just called landing crafts. The Lisette is the blue one, for anybody who is asking. Which is a shame, because the Lisette should have been the PC one, being that the PC was before anything else and Lisette was the first one. But, yeah, I like the fact that that looks like an eagle. Quite a bit. Oh, I wish the TennoCon was actually... had an audience there, because it would have drove them so much to get this done as soon as possible, because they would have gone absolutely nuts. You know those videos where you see crowds going absolutely insane? That would have happened at TennoCon. It sucks that the world is in the shitter, because just the reaction that they would have got from the audience at the time in person would have been amazing. And where they showed it was on Earth. They actually did this whole massive reveal we're not going to really go into, but it had... Well, they were playing on PC, but then somebody joined from Xbox. Well, no. They joined from their Xbox account on the mobile, and it was instantly, it's like, the mobile is playing with PC, that means cross-save's going to be a thing. While everybody's talking about, oh, it's coming to mobile, I was 3 steps ahead thinking, yeah, finally, cross-save is going to be absolutely huge. I can think of so many people I talk to that play on PlayStation or on Xbox that I can't play with because, well, they're obviously on a different platform. I can play with them on that platform, but that account sucks. Because I have let consoles slip so far behind, it's not even funny. So crossplay is going to be massive. But a lot of the questions don't as much come from crossplay, where all I have to do is add the skins to every platform so you can see them, which you kind of can do with a lot of things anyway, because the stuff on PC you can see on console but cannot get on console, like Excalibur Prime, who you can view on console. if somebody who has had Excalibur Prime on PC and migrated their account links it. I should mention that before somebody goes to the comment section and mentions it. But it's more cross-save because, well, there's a lot of things that have to work ridiculously well, and there's a lot of questions that have popped up. Damn, I wish they would hurry up with the new version of the Switch, because this thing is... Once you put it into 1080, it gets super blurry. But if I can remember how to use buttons on this, there are things like clans. Well, clans have dojos. I don't know if this actually has one. There are other members in the clan apart from me, they're just offline. I think there's only 2 or 3 of them, and the dojo is pretty much non-existent. When Warframe came to Switch, somebody was taking over and was going to build all this up, and never did. Hence, no invites for Switch. Oh, apparently there's an inbox message from Barrow. What does Barrow want? What? The Steam Pack contents. It's the Opal skins, because this is on Switch. So we basically have just a few rooms. This clan, however, does have a lot more to it. A lot more built stuff, most things are researched, and it is generally bigger, though it does need a little bit of a rework since, well, they kind of added the Boom Lab, or whatever that room is called. It won't fit here. We have the trading, the clan, what is this thing called again? What is this? Ah, the vault, yes. There's the vault, the trading thing. More importantly than all of that, hence had to swap over to Xbox for this, is the labs. Now, going and having a look in these would be kind of a waste of time because they've added so much stuff, and what we have researched kind of stalled out a while ago, if I'm being honest. Most of the weapons and such are researched, ran out of polymer bundles, and just never got finished. Looking for this one in particular because, yeah, most of this is not researched in the slightest. And you really kind of can't imagine this. Then there's PlayStation. 1 second. The PlayStation Dojo that has the same kind of questions about it. What is going to happen to the dojo itself? It is here, it exists. If you have a clan that spans all platforms, and before anybody asks, the invites to the console clans is kind of still closed at the minute as we try to figure out what's going on with PlayStation and Switch. So there's no point asking for invites to these clans. They are, well, PlayStation and Switch are not really built dojos. Xbox is only the kind of built dojo, but we haven't sorted out what to do with them yet. They just kind of exist. But it doesn't stop the question being, can you replace all dojos? Well, I hate the fact it does that, just spawns you in a bush and just makes the bush not real. Can you replace all other dojos with a master one? Is basically what we need to know here. Because, well, rebuilding clans and everything else is going to be weird. I don't think, in all honesty, they are going to be affected by cross-save and cross-play and lots of other things, but there is a slight chance that they may be. But after talking to people about it, well, it is a possibility that they could do this. That's not to say that they will do this. Also, you want to see something destructive? Look at all the floofs in there. Hey, somebody took off my floofs out. No, they didn't. They're still in there. You just can't see them as well. It's a floof fire. Gotta fuel it with something. I will say this straight off. Yes, I would like to see if they are going to allow this, because it would be huge to be able to get this dojo over on consoles and then just open everything back up. But I don't think it is, because the save is for the player, not for the dojo. So I think the dojos are all going to stay as they are, not include new things at all. Well, they may add new stuff to the dojo, but I don't think they're going to change dojos. I think they're going to leave dojos and clans as they are, and the cross save is just going to be players. Which leads us into custom PC and console skins. Well, I say custom. There are a few different ones on PC, like the orange Bratton skin. Then there's things like the Nvidia Bratton, like the orange one, that's kind of a special skin that you had to do a certain thing to get long ago. So they're kind of unobtainable. Will they do such a thing as cover these in skins that will be available to see across platforms? Or will they basically allow you to... And this is where things get complicated. The 10th-gen skins for frames. I mean, Mesa Prime's not wearing it, but normal Mesa is. What's going to happen to those? Because on console you buy it with Platinum. On PC you buy it with real money through Steam. I kind of wish they would just bring that whole platform side of it over to PC. Because they would sell a lot more 10th-gen stuff. And I mean, that's not the only ones I've got. I don't think she's wearing it at the minute. Nope. But I have one for Nova. Frost has one that I said I was going to buy when it came out, and I did. Ivara's wearing one. Harrow has continuously worn his. It just never comes off. That is the Grak skin. Okay, maybe he does have it on. I didn't think I had that on anywhere. But no. There it is. The Sandanas from 10th-gen. What's going to happen to these as well? There is more questions being raised by crossplay and cross-save than could possibly be a thing before. They were always questions, but now there's a lot more people actually asking them, because as well as the Jade, Opal and Obsidian skins over on console, there is the 10th-gen stuff that, well, you have paid for it, so if you override a game save that has these things on it, what will happen to it? Will it just override things you have? I mean, there is the Dex Noggles as well. The Noggles sitting here, what will happen to them? Landing craft decorations? There is so many different questions. I mean, you can tell this place has not been decorated, and the only things laying around are, well, the Obsidian Noggles. And this is where the bad news comes into it. It means that updates for PC are going to grind to a complete and utter halt. People talk about death of Warframe, lack of content, blah blah blah. Yeah. There is not a hope in hell that they are going to be able to do cross-save and cross-play and not have all 4 platforms, 5, because you've got mobile as well, running the same version. Of course the saves will be linked. The updates will probably be linked, which means either console's going to get a lot more updates quicker, or PC is going to get a lot less updates quicker. Because all platforms are going to have to be on the same synced update number. Everything will have to be the same so crossplay works. Because crossplay won't work if they release a new frame that is only available on PC. How that works going forward is one of those questions that they need to ask. This is why crossplay and cross-save has taken so long to do and to announce. And for those who are going to go to the comment section and turn around and say, well, they'll still do PC stuff early because that's just how they do it, let's just use one line from their whole TennoCon recap that they did, where, well, right at the top is the cross-save and cross-play is in development. There's no date for this, just in development. With crossplay and blah blah officially in blah 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 blah, it happened fairly quickly from what they were saying, and it worked pretty much seamlessly when they showed it. But all major updates will ship simultaneously across all platforms, so Tenno and console can rejoice about, well, Tenno on console, not and, never having a cinematic quest spoiled again. That's why they've been doing that to begin with anyway. Also, that means that when they do release the new war, it will be everywhere at the same time. best time to release crossplay, by the way, when the new war arrives this year. I think I need to kind of cut myself off here because actually this went on for way too long. The way I think this is going to work is similar to how they did it for account migrations, which means you can link things that you own on other platforms, but you can't equip them. Meaning that if you have Excalibur Prime and you go and play on console, you can not equip Excalibur Prime because Excalibur Prime did not exist on that platform. But when you come back to PC, he will be there. Same goes for console. Where's my mouse? Taking Frost, for example. If I'm on PlayStation, can put all the Obsidian skins and everything else on, but when I come back to playing on PC, they just get removed because I don't own them. They don't exist as something you can own on PC, but they will remain as kind of a background item. You can see them, you can't equip them. I'm saying this as somebody who has a sword on Destiny 2 from the Xbox. I got it from the raid, the very first raid. I don't know the name of it. That's the only raid I've actually done in Destiny 2, which is annoying since Destiny 1 I pretty much did everything. I should get back into that game, really should. But anyway, I have a sword, and when they released all the cross-save stuff on PC, I can see it, I can't equip it. Same on PlayStation. But on Xbox, I can see it and equip it. So if I equip it and go to a different platform, it just locks it out and takes my heavy off me and stops me from having any heavy equipped. It locks it to platform specific stuff, which is what I think they will probably do in Warframe as well. Console specific stuff will stay to console specific stuff, meaning if you have a console account, you can play it on PC, see all of your stuff, but you can't equip things that were never available on PC. How they're going to do this going forward, obviously it's still in development, so we will find out hopefully sooner rather than later exactly what's going to go on when account migration becomes a thing. Cross-save becomes a thing. You're not migrating your account, you are cross-saving it, meaning that all of the people who've been screaming out for ages to move their console accounts to PC will be able to use their console accounts on PC, which is why everybody went absolutely nuts and why this is so huge. I'm looking forward to it to an insane extent because there's a lot of things I want to do on PlayStation I can't do because I'm still Mastery Rank 8 because I just don't play on it enough to get it all done. This unlocks it all in an instant, which is great. And there are console players I talk to that I really am looking forward to playing with. Really looking forward to this. It cannot come soon enough. It really can't. But with that, I think we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.